Gaffer, you've got to be happy with that one.
Delighted. Another clean sheet away from home. Our away form is immaculate, and performance out of everything, resolve, determination, and an insatiable appetite to keep a clean sheet. For Popey, he did fantastic here. When you hear Popey, getting booed and stuff. I think 16 clean sheets in 24 games, and then you hear him getting booed. I can't put my name to that. I don't want to be a part of that. That's not football for me. You've got to appreciate quality when you're in and amongst it and see it. And he was outstanding for this football club when he was here on loan. He's been outstanding for us, and that's one thing I wanted tonight. And I said to him at half time when he was getting booed, that's one thing I said to the players. Nick Pope comes off this pitch with a clean sheet, and we win this football match, and that's what we've done. And they're a credit to the football club, they're a credit to themselves and the sacrifice they're putting in to get the reward on nights like this.
Lads looked in the mood first off.
They're always in the mood. They're always in the mood, whether you go one up or whether you're closing the game down. They're in the mood. They're professional. They do the professional things all the time, and that's what professionals do. And you don't get the amount of clean sheets we're getting now. It's not just luck. We're making it happen, and the structure of the team is fantastic. And I'm delighted with the performance. I really am.
Unfortunately, you've lost Nathan Cameron for 2 games with a yellow card.
Yeah. Cam, he's passionate. He's a passionate guy. He's someone who wears that on his sleeve. But I think it's either 2 or 3 decent ones now. So again, it's educating. It's helping him and supporting him, and making sure that he comes out the other side. We've spoke about it internally. But when you're in that moment, it's difficult. I've been there as a player myself, and it is difficult when you feel as though something's just going away from you. And it was December. It was, and the referee's no option but to give me a yellow card. But again, we've got some fantastic players waiting to step in. I've got Adam Alab, who again today round the boys with his experience at Sedgy, Louis, that experience on the bench, that know-how on the bench, that they've been there 1,000 times and done it. They're in the dressing room now talking to the younger players, so we've got a fantastic balance, and Adam will be waiting to step in because he's been doing his extra work, and he'll be ready for the weekend.
We saw it at the end again tonight. Game management will be working on that one.
The players know what's expected of them. It's not something we work on. It's something they understand now. Spoke about Tom Saws and Chris Hussey. As a group, they're becoming leaders of their own. They're taking ownership of what they're doing. They're taking ownership of how they do things. And you don't have to really go and find a second when you've got one. When you're 1-0 up and you've got 3 points in the bag. It's getting to a point where it got scruffy at times second half. But I'd take scruffy wins now. It's a case of making sure that we're structurally very good, and as a team. There's a real resolve about this group of players.
Great form going into 2 tough home games now.
They're all tough, Mansfield game, I don't think people made enough of that. They've beat some fantastic teams this season with Adam Murray, and it was a case of it's a given. There's no givens. York are fighting for their life. Second half, they threw everything at us, everything they could. They've got some unpredictable players. They really went sort of 2v2 at the back and pushed the full-backs on, and credit to York, they really come at us with a verve second half, but we withstood it, and that's what pleases me. And it's another team that haven't beat us.
9 games left, right at the business end now.
Just said to the players then 810 minutes, 810 minutes, and they've done 3,400 minutes already this season. Put a lot of work in, put a lot of effort in. I've talked to them before the game about the 6 weeks pre-season, what we did, and that was tough. That's as tough a pre-season as the group's going to get. So all them, it all comes down to minutes now. So we're at 810 minutes now to go, and these players will sacrifice everything they can to keep us in the form we're in.
Yeah, it's a good point you made there, isn't it? Mansfield were 6 unbeaten at home. That's 25% of the season. You're right. That wasn't a given, was it?
Wasn't a given, Keith. But it's. I think people just go into a game and look at league position, and I've said this season it's a bit of a unique season. Everyone's got something to play for. I think Carlisle have beat Northampton tonight, so it's a fight, it's a scrap. I think the pitches certainly make it a leveller. Through this time of the season, And we've done fantastic through this stage of the season, which I was expecting. I was expecting a real tough 8 weeks, and we've come into that 8-week period, and we've been absolutely outstanding in everything I've asked the players to do.
Yeah, how pleasing was it today, once again, that although they had a lot of pressure, particularly second half, after a goal behind, they've rarely got through, if at all, to Nick.
They had one shot, hadn't they? And then they had the one at the end. I thought it was offside. They had the one at the end where he's at the post. But we've come to York and they're actually celebrating getting one shot at us in about the 78th minute. So, it was a scrappy affair. First half we played some half decent stuff. The goal's a fantastic goal, a brilliant goal, brilliant move. Yeah. We felt as though with the team lineup that he wouldn't want to go with Raz, and Joe Riley, drives and goes forward, and the boy Coultris didn't really want to go with him. We got in there. It was a brilliant goal, well worked goal, and again something we've been working on, getting our fullbacks high up the pitch. And again, you're speaking about Rouse on Saturday, and he's produced again today, but from an attacking sense.
Yeah, nearly got goal of the season, didn't he? There.
Oh, wow.
He's going.
Yeah. It's just on his left. He's still not scored, has he? Still not scored a league goal. And I said to him after the game, I love him. He's fantastic, great player to work with. Tom Eves has done another shift tonight.
He's blowing out his backside, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was tough for him, but with the substitutes I made, I was cautious about set pieces, so I had to leave Tom on and Tom Saws on the pitch. And I got Nicky and Danny Mayer off, two sort of unpredictable players for us. I got them off, and just because I knew they'd be throwing the kitchen sink, they're in a desperate situation, so they've had to.
I mean, one man I'd like to give you appreciation of, he's not always seen eye to eye with the fans, and sometimes you felt the need to defend him somewhat. I thought Oturu was outstanding.
He carried the team, when some of us just weren't quite at it today. He carried the team. He epitomised the drive and the belief and the determination at the hub of the team to really take it by the scruff of the neck. It's a match-winning tackle he's made. To retrieve it. It's fantastic. They've penetrated us. They've got him behind, and I'm just waiting for the boy to shoot. And Kelvin's and that one moment for me summed up. It's momentum. You drive off that, and you thrive off that if you're a player. So it was a really important challenge. But I thought all night he just drove the team and kept going. And Huss, for me, defensively, it was his best performance in a Buriship defensively. I thought he was absolutely outstanding. He's getting better and better as a defender. We know about his quality and what he does on the ball and his crosses and his passes and his set pieces, but his defensive performance was incredible tonight.
How important, Flix, do you think it'll be now, just from listening to you? It could be quite important what you were saying, that a lot of these boys have been in this position before now. Some not even starting the game have still been in this position before. How important that experience going to be?
I've said it all the time, when you get people like Ryan Lewin and Alamadab, Daniel Nardiello, these not just good players, they're not just fantastic footballers, they're great people, they're great leaders in their own right, and when they're in and around a young squad, and I hear it, I hear it. I hear Sedgey. I'm just going to go down and give Danny Mayer a quick chat. When he's sub, he's just Chris Sedgwick. He's unbelievable to what the influence he's got over this squad and what he does for this squad. So they're going to be vital. It's going to be vital how they lead this squad in the dressing room, because the dressing room it's an important place. It's a place where all truth's told, and you need some truth tellers in there.
Yeah, there's plenty of them, I dare say, as well. Just one thing for you, almost like the Blue is something fascinating today, because you sometimes get people saying, oh, you should play one up front, you should do two, and then I hear people saying, they come to me and saying, oh, well, they should only play one up front. Away I'm happy with it, but at home I don't have it. I don't know if you saw it, Stuart Pearce was on the TV, did you see that bit?
Yeah.
I mean, is that something you find as well, that there's no difference between 1 and 2 in chances created, but the fascinating thing for me was
40%.
Is it? That's
40%.
Right. The fascinating was that when he said about the defensively.
Absolutely, it's 40%. In terms of shots at your goal, it's 40% increased with 2 strikers.
Yeah, I mean that's people don't know stuff like that, do they? You might as a manager.
They don't, but I think we've done well. we've done well away from home. Start of the season with 2 strikers. I think with having a loose striker in Sawsey, it gives you an extra body in midfield. So we're controlling that area quite a lot more. And some of our passing weren't right today, and we weren't calm enough as what I want to be. But like I said, it's a dogfight, and today we've come up trumps and epitomised the other side of our game today.
I was going to say about that. I mean, you're often having 2-3 bodies beyond Tom Eames tonight. I mean, you might only have one up front, but you've got these midfielders pushing on. Well,
Tom's a bit different. You've got Nick Adams' energy and Danny May's energy, and we purposely wanted to try and get in behind him. And you saw Jordan Henderson's goal and Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling is one of the best players, at the minute, certainly in European football. And what I love about him is when he goes beyond, and I've been showing the lads, Raheem's work. He wants to get on the ball and do his trickery, but when he hurts you when he's running beyond. And I want Nicky doing that, and I want Danny May doing that. And it's something we worked on Sunday and Monday. And I thought first half we really gave him a lot of problems with that. Nicky could have scored. I think if he has another touch and drives forward, then he gives the keeper a real decision to make. So we could have made it easier. We really could, but. That resolve that I talk about was evident tonight.
And in a way, you're basically telling the opposition, the people that are rivaling you for the promotion spot, don't concede against us because you're not going to score. Basically, that's the sort of mentality you've got at the moment.
Yeah, since Pope has come in, he's given the lads that belief. But like I always say, it starts from the work that Tom Eaves does up front. The midfield 5 starts with them. But the back 4, whoever I've played, whether it's been Nuts and Cam, whether it's been Adam or Cam, 2 full-backs, we've done a lot of unit work with them, and they've been fantastic as a back 5 with Pope. They've been brilliant. So, delighted with the structure of the team at the minute, and we're in good form.
And mentioned a slight frustration about Nathan picking up the booking. I think it was a kicking the ball away or something like that. But no worries about Jim and Adam playing together, or whoever it may be, or Keel as well?
No worries about any of this squad. We worked really hard on the players out of the team. We've done a lot of work with Sedge. We worked really hard on the players that haven't been as regular minutes, because we've had quite a steady team. And Adam's chomping, Adam's ready, and that's what the squad is. I've got Nars coming back, Mebby's. Saturday might be a bit close. But certainly the following Saturday we'll have Nards coming back, then Rosie back after that. So we'll have a full complement. And credit to my staff. They do a fantastic job, and they're unique. The hours they've put in, the move over to Carrington, the hours that they've put in, and the shift they put in. They deserve praise from me, because they're an incredible, young, driven group of staff.